Okay, students. So let's do the sums based upon various forms of equations for a straight line. Chapter number 11, I think. All right. So he says a line perpendicular to line segment joining points this. So there's a line which is joining these 2 points. Am I right? It's like this is the line which has the 2 points, and the 2 points are, one is 1 0 and the other point is 2 3, right? He says a line perpendicular to the line segment. So there's a line perpendicular to this line. Now we have to draw a line perpendicular to the line. Students, it's always better if you draw the figure, right? Okay, so make you better engineer, right? So this line is perpendicular to this line joining these 2 points. So now he says this is dividing this line in the ratio 1 is to n. It means if this length is 5 centimeter, then Ishma, this length will be, if AB is 5 centimeter, then BC will be 5n centimeter, right? You see, what is the ratio of 5 is to 5n? 5 cancels with 5, it is 1 is to n. Am I right? Am I right, students? Hello, hope you can hear me. Okay, so how we will do this? Now, you see, this line's end points are given. This can easily help us to find the slope of this line. So, slope of AC would be y2 minus y1, that is 0 minus 3, divided by x2 minus x1. So 0 minus 3, 1 minus 2. So this is equal to minus 3 by minus 1 is equal to 3. Am I right, students? So straight away, since these two lines are perpendicular, so what will be the slope of PB? What will be the slope of PB? Anybody can tell me? So use that M1 into M2 if two lines are perpendicular is equal to, tell me students,
minus 1.
correct Sushma, what will be slope of PB?
We'll divide it by minus 1. Divide the slope of AC.
No. This itself has to be divided. So it will be minus 1 by 3. So that when you multiply these two, you get minus 1. Right, Ishma? This is the slope of PB. So it's very simple. Now we have to think that in order to find the equation of a line, you need either to intersect, or you need length of perpendicular and its angle, or you need 2 points on the line, or you need 1 point and slope. So these are the different ways you can find the equation of the line. So see students, the slope of PB already you got. Now what is left is a point. That hint is given by 1 is to n. So how you can convert this hint 1 is to n into the coordinates of this point? Any student can tell? Think for 1 minute. So students, this is the section formula. Section formula gives us coordinates of point B. Could be mx to all that, right? So its coordinates will be, yes Ishma, you tell the coordinates of B now. Your m is 1 and your n is n. Tell me. So it will be 1 into x2 is 2 plus n into what is x1? 1 divided by m plus n is n plus n. What is the y coordinate, Ishma?
3,
Huh? 1,
3,
1 into y2 is 3 plus n into what is y1?
0,
0 divided by n plus 1. So this is
1.
equal to, tell me bache, this is equal to, you can say 2
2 plus n.
by 1 plus n and 3 divided by 1 plus n. Please remember it. Right, so we know the point now, very simple now. What is the equation of the line? Please tell me. Now we need not think. So equation of the line will be according to point
Slope form.
it will be point slope form. What is the equation of the line according to point slope form? Y minus y1
y1 upon x minus x1 is equal to m.
n. What n?
M.
Okay. So what is the equation then? So it will be y minus, what is y1? Please.
3 upon n plus 1.
This is the y1. Okay, good. Shabash, shabash. So, oh sorry. So it is y minus, tell me 3 by
N plus 1.
plus 1 is equal to m. What is m? What is the slope? What is the slope of the line? Come on. The slope of the line is minus 1 by 3. We're talking about this line only, na? It's minus 1 by 3. Okay. So minus 1 by 3 into x minus, what is x? x1 coordinate? 2 plus n.
2 plus n upon n plus 1.
N plus 1. Please solve it now. So can we take, so this is equal to y minus 3 divided by n plus 1 is equal to, we can say this is minus x by 3, right? Plus 2 plus n divided by n plus 1. Is it right, students? No, it will be 3 into this item. Yeah. Is it right? Just see any mistake? Y minus 3 divided by n plus 1 is equal to minus x by 3 minus 1 by 3 into minus is plus 2 plus n divided by 3 into n plus 1. Is it right, students? Is it right? So we can further solve it. How? Tell me. We'll take 3 into n plus 1 as LCM. So here will be 3 into n plus 1 into y. So minus, it will be 9 is equal to, it will be what? Minus n plus 1 into x. So plus n plus 2. Am I right? This will cancel because it's there in the both the sides. So you can further solve it, simplify it, you'll get the equation. Am I right?
Find the equation of a line that cuts off equal intercepts on the coordinate axis and passes through the point 2, 3.
Okay. Find the equation of a line that cuts off equal intercepts. Okay. So he's talking about what? He's talking about now I think intercept form. It looks like this question is on the basis of intercept form. Am I right? So he's talking about a line. It's cutting equal intercepts. So we can imagine this distance to be a. So this distance will also be a, because he has given that both the intercepts are equal. What is the intercept? What is the intercept? Speak. It's
A.
the distance between origin and the point where a line either cuts x or y axis, right? Both are same. How we will. And he also says that this line passes through 2 and 3, right? So maybe this point is 2, 3. So can you tell the equation of this line, how we can find? See, if the intercepts were given, then we could have easily found the equation of the line. Yeah, we can do it so many ways. Either we can directly write the equation of the line uh, exactly according to intercept form. Tell me, Ishma, what is intercept form?
Y is equal to mx plus c.
No. That y is equal to mx plus c is point slope form. We have said
Oh yes.
what is intercept form.
X upon a plus y upon b is equal
Yeah,
to
but
1.
B is also a is equal to 1. Am I right?
1.
So it becomes,
Yes.
multiply the whole thing by a, it becomes x plus y is equal to a. Am I right?
Yes.
Right, students, or not? Can you find the value for a students? Or you can find the value for a? He has given you a hint. This point lies on the line. So this point is a solution of this line. That means this point will satisfy this equation.
A is equal to 5.
So 2 plus 3 is equal to a is equal to 5. So we got the equation x plus y minus 5 is equal to 0. Students, there are so many ways to do this. Ishma, can you think of some other way to do it better? All right, students. So we will do this equation, we will do this formula by one more method. You see, the intercept will be same. Intercept will be same. Only if the angle is 45 degree, this angle. Now, some student might think that why you are taking this 45? Why not, sir, you are taking this line? So students, we would have taken this line. If we had taken this line in the second quadrant, then you see that yes, in fact, this line could be in second quadrant also, and still this point will satisfy. So that is a little bit of confusion, but it's okay. Let's imagine that this line is this, then the slope is -1. Let's try. The slope is -1 for this line. So point is also given, slope is also given. So it would be y would be equal to what? Y would be equal to mx plus c, right? So m is -1 x plus c. Y is equal to mx plus c. So c is basically which intercept, Ishma? In this equation, c is which intercept?
Y intercept.
That is a. That is a. So it will be y is equal to -x plus a. Am I right? Oh, it's coming same. Thank God. Now the value of a can be found because the number is given. This point is given. So again we will get a is equal to 5. So equation of line is x plus 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. Is that okay? Is that okay, students? See that? We have done with the second method also. Okay? Fine. So now last question is there in the textbook of 11, 20th question. By using the concept of equation of line, prove that the points prove that the 3 points are collinear. So ये क्या concept है बच्चों? Now let's say these 3 are the points, right? So we can say the line segment we get by joining AB and the line segment we get by joining BC. They are parallel. We can say that, or we can say they are on the same line. If they are on the same line, so Ishma, we can say that the slope of line
Yes, slope is same.
will be, no, slope is there, nahi hai bachche. स्लोप ऑफ लाइन AB इज इक्वल टू स्लोप ऑफ लाइन BC। ये चक्कर है, स्लोप इज देयर का फायदा नहीं है बोलने का, स्लोप उनकी सेम होगी। तो देखो चेक करो इन दोनों की स्लोप।
Its slope is same.
हाँ स्लोप इज सेम, इन दोनों की स्लोप क्या आएगी, y2 माइनस y1 माइनस 2 माइनस 0 डिवाइडेड बाय माइनस 2 माइनस 3। और अब इन दोनों की स्लोप निकालो, चाहे आप इसकी और इसकी स्लोप निकाल लो, हम वैसे इन दोनों की स्लोप निकालते हैं। तो ये आ जाएगी 2 माइनस ऑफ माइनस 2 डिवाइडेड बाय 8 माइनस ऑफ माइनस 2। देखो मैं सही कर रहा हूँ कि नहीं।
Yes, sir.
तीसरा का भी कर लेते हैं। अब इसकी और इसकी स्लोप निकालते हैं, बोलो क्या आएगा, 2 माइनस 0 डिवाइडेड बाय, बोलो
8 minus 3.
वाओ, करो सॉल्व, माइनस 2 बाय माइनस 5, दिस इज
5.
बोलो 4 by 10, this is equal to 2 by 5, and in every case the slope is equal to 2 by
2 by 5.
5. That means these lines are,
These points are collinear.
these points are collinear, or we can say AB and BC are parallel. Am I right? Oh, sorry, not parallel, they are parallel. So parallel means these points are collinear. All right students, last sum students, let's do this sum 16. This is 16 sum in your unsolved. Now we are doing mostly unsolved questions today. Okay, so okay, Amanat, you read this. ऊंचा बोलो.
The length L in centimeters of a copper rod is linear function of Celsius temperature C. In an experiment, if L is 124.942 when C is 20 and L is 125.134 when C is 110, express L in terms of C.
Oh, wonderful! What a conceptual question. I love this. It's a question, students, which is telling you that what is the advantage or what is the relevance of equation of a straight line. So I try to explain this in the starting of these lectures. Okay, but in this question is really a very good question which will tell you the meaning of equation of straight line. Ishma, दोबारा पढ़े लो.
The length L in centimeter of a copper rod is a linear function of its Celsius temperature C. In an experiment, if L is equal to 124.942 when C is equal to 20 and L is equal to 125.134 when C is equal to 110, express L in terms of C.
What a great question. It's really a good question, totally based upon engineering perspective. So very good. This is the reason I always say that through this video I would like to appeal to the students all across India at least, and even outside also, that NCERT books are the best. You know, you never ever try to go for aiming for competitive exams if you don't have the very good understanding of NCERT books. These are the books which have been designed by some of the top shot scientists of DRDO and other CSIR kind of organizations in the country. So when you want to go for advanced concepts, never go for advanced concepts from other textbooks available in the market at very costly prices, for which people also get money. Sorry to say, it's a very cheap book in terms of money, NCERT book, but having very good design questions and concepts, have a good foothold on those concepts, and then try to go for advanced textbooks for more practice. So basically students, he's talking about proportionality here. When you talk about a straight line, this is a straight line. Straight line is always drawn, students, when a variable x is proportional to y. means x is proportional to y. But if a curve is there, curve is never proportional. Curve can be x is equal to y square, or even x is equal to maybe 5y cube. They're cubic curves, and they are like square curves also. Maybe square curve obviously will be a parabola, you know, like that. So none of them is a linear relationship. Now, when we say straight line, when we say relationship between x and y is linear, that means if you plot different values of x and corresponding values of y, what you will get on the graph is a straight line. This is exactly what he is telling. The length of copper rod. This is a copper rod, students. And what happens? He is trying to heat the copper rod. When he heats the copper rod, because of the elongation, because of a lot of things, because of the movement of the atoms inside it, the length increases by delta L. Right? As the temperature increases by delta T, length increases by delta L. If temperature further increases, length also further increases. So delta T is proportional to, delta L rather is proportional to delta T. This is known as linear function. So he has given you two values. Actually, Ishma, by these two values, whatever line you are getting, suppose you're getting this line, actually these are the point solutions of those lines. 2 points are given basically, right? In one side you can take maybe temperature, and this side you can take length, right? So now this is the first point. First point is, I think it's in centigrade. So it says first point T is, but it's, I think C is 20, right? T is 20 here, students. T is 20. This is 20. So according to 20, this will be 124.942. And when C is 110, this is 110. Then students, the length is what? 125.134. And he says it's a linear function. See that he has given a mathematical hint about the kind of relationship. Linear function means when you plot all the temperatures and corresponding length, you will get ultimately what, Ishma? The graph will be a
Straight line.
line. So the question is solved. 2 points are given to you, right? Now with these 2 points, what you will find? Tell me what.
Slope.
Beautiful. You will find the slope using the formula y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Now using this formula and finding a general point x and y, remove one, take another point, or remove this point, take this point. Using the formula, which one, Ishma? y2 y1. Tell me, I'm sorry. Y minus y1 is equal to, bolo bachche?
mx minus x1.
सॉरी बाय एक्स नहीं सही है एम ही है ये है ना इनटू बोलो बच्चों x minus x1.
x1.
Can you do this now yourself?
Yes, sir.
When he says express L in terms of C, actually he's asking you